How's it going, YouTube? I've only gone and done it. I've gone past 1,000 subs. Chuffed to bits, absolutely chuffed to bits. I don't think I'd get that far. Man, I'm going to be doing some serious shout outs in the next couple of weeks, but for now I want to thank Andy and Bisley at Derby Koi for sending all the subs over, and thank you James Koi Whisperer for that video you did a couple of months ago that sent a big influx of subscribers over. But yeah, chuffed to bits. Right, let's get sorting these filters out. Thanks again guys, chuffed to bits. I'll speak to you soon. Right then, before I can do any more woodwork, or before I do any should I say, I'm going to empty the gravel filter down. Just going to use this grain scoop, empty all the gravel out of it, then I'll disconnect the inlet and I'll disconnect the outlet from the inside, take that down, and I shall get the parts fitted. So it's going to be a big job, but it's got to be done, so let's crack on. Cheers guys. Right, pump's off now, so I just need to disconnect this and drain it down. What I'm planning to do when I redo all the pipe work and everything, when I've got all my pipes in, sorry, is unscrew this from out of there, and then I've got a solvent weld threaded connector to go onto there, so I can put an elbow on and connect straight to my pump with solid pipe when I've done my bottom drain. It's all gravity fed, so yeah. So all I'm doing is shoveling all this out, chucking it in there. I'm going to keep this gravel for like lilies and stuff like that, or something anyway. So I'm going to get this all emptied down now and get back to you when I'm disconnecting the barrel. Cheers. Just found a worm in all this gravel. Let's see who catches it. Oh, it's Blaze the Matsuba. Boom, gone. They usually go mental when you give them a worm, especially if it's a long one. They just dart around the pond and everyone's trying to steal it. It's hilarious. They do love a nice lobworm. Right, enough messing about, let's crack on. Right, that's most of a barrow done, and we're getting down to the bucket I used, if you can remember, to protect the inlet. I can just imagine the stuff that's going to be at the very bottom of here. It's going to be really thick silt, I'm guessing. I've been, in a silly way, I've been looking forward to seeing what's at the very bottom of this barrel like, but yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. So while the filters are off for today, hopefully not too long, I've just done a quick a little overflow through my skinner there. I think I pinched that idea off Andrew Daly, but yeah, so I've done a little overflow. It's just running into soak away for now. Trickle in, trickle out, just to keep the water a bit better like. But yeah, right, I'm going to stop stopping. I'm going to get that barrel down to the bottom and show you what's in it. Cheers. Look at that dude there, man. Woo! Tarantula. Right, so I have to take it down off its stand, but look at all that. That is just terrible. That is really bad. I'm surprised my fish ain't all got bacterial infections with that. Although, it don't smell horrible or anything like, but it's definitely not healthy. Ah well, let's get cracking on. Cheers. Right, that's the stuff from the very bottom. Loads of worms seem to keep going in my pond, but look at that, thick as silt. Here's one. Whether they crawl in or whatever, I don't know, but they seem to be alive. Scuba worms. But yeah, that is just terrible. Right, let's get cracking. How's it going guys? Right, yeah, I'm just about to drill the hole for my ball valve, my waste. Right, I'm just going to clean up all these burrs off here, get it nice and clean, ready for the tank connector. Right, that's that tank connector fitted for waste. Sorry I didn't film it, it was an absolute nightmare, but yeah, that's all welded up now. I'm going to leave that to go off. Because my fittings aren't how I need them to be, I've got to solvent weld something to that inlet as well. So I'm going to have to wait and order another part for the last barrel. I could do all the other three, but the last one, I need to pinch one of the parts to do this. So yeah, right, let's crack on. How's it going, guys? Right, just cutting a few little, whoop, yeah, that's slippy, cutting a few little sections of pipe, roughing it up a bit. So that's going to go, this is the waste port, so that's going to go into there and be solvent welded. The other end is going to go into my tap, ball valve, whatever you want to call it, and then at some point I'll put a hose tail to waste on these taps, but they're going to go across the bottom of all of them. So yeah, right, it's going to rough the rest of this up now and get it welded in. Cheers, guys. Right, so that's that all welded into there. I'll leave that to go off for a bit now. And that's going to be my waste. I'm going to do the cage on the inlet, and the cage on the outlet to barrel 2 to stop all the K1 from flowing to the next chamber or out when I turn the pump off. Back in a mo. Right, we're on to tank 2 now. That was an absolute nightmare. The opening on the first barrel must have been bigger, so I've had to get the jigsaw and take the lip off there to get my arm down to tighten the nut. Absolute nightmare, and we are in chaos. Everything is everywhere, but it's got to be done. How's it going, guys? Fish are freaking out. Just in the process of emptying down the moving bed. I'm about halfway down now. Use an old sieve to scoop it up, and then once I've done that, see what I might do is with this, I might get rid of all this plastic media, leave the K1 and put a load of that other stuff that I've got, that fake K1 stuff in to replace all this, but I'm not decided yet. Right, that's the moving bed empty. Pardon me, all the media in there. This was my inlet coming into the barrel facing downwards like that, and that is all I had to stop the media travelling back up. A little net pot out the aquarium, which done the job. Brilliant, chuffed with that I was. How about that? Cheers, guys. Right, I've just disconnected my air pump off the pond, so yep, there it is, absolute beast. It's got the name on it somewhere. There you go, so that's the details. 50 litre a minute. Absolute powerhouse. Cheers, guys. Right, that's tank 3 now, all welded up. So 1, 2, 3. I just hope I've got enough room in between here and here to access it and put the hose tail in and everything. I might have that one facing slightly that way, so I've just got to drain down the alfagrog now, fetch it all out, and then fit the ball valve to the bottom. Cheers, guys. Whew. Hallelujah, the last barrel. Right, I'm going to let all these dry up. Looks weird without that there. Can't wait to get the shed up and everything, but yeah, that's all the barrels got a drain line on now. I've got to sort out the K1 into the first 2 once these are dried, and yes, also I need to put these, pardon me, yeah, I need to put one of these on the inlet and outlet of barrel 1 and 2 to stop the K1 flowing from barrel to barrel, so, and then the air stones in, of course. Right, I'm going to go and have me a cup of tea because I'm absolutely knackered. Whew, how's it going, guys? So yeah, I'm just hooking this back up temporarily until I can get my bottom drain and sump and pump outside the pond, etc. But yeah, I've messed up, I was meant to put those cages on the inlet and outlet of this, but I've solvent welded it into the moving bed like an idiot, so I've had to knock this up, this little strainer cage, just to tide me over until I can order another one of them things next week, hopefully. So yeah, that's the only thing I've messed up. I'm gonna give it half hour to all dry up properly and everything, and then I'm gonna do a test run to see if I've got any leaks. But yeah, so we are going from pump to UV straight into that inlet down the bottom of there. That's going to come all the way up through K1, return through that to this barrel, and then in this barrel we're also going to have K1. Look how straight my holes am. Yeah, so this one's going to be K1 as well. There'll be an air stone in the bottom of both of these, so I can agitate the media and then undo that ball valve down there. Sorry about the camera work. Yeah, undo that ball valve. We'll have a hose tail in here connected to A, so I can just flush it all straight out. So yeah, from there it will go down to the next barrel, which will be, this is my K1 moving bed. So if you can see there, I welded that into there, forgetting myself. Well anyway, yeah, so yeah, it's going to return from there into me my static alfagrog bed, which is, there's all the alfagrog. I do need to get some more, to be fair. So, and then straight back into the pond. So this is all going to be enclosed in a shed, remember, soon. I mean, that just looks like a junkyard, but anyway. So yeah, I'm going to have a post coming up here, shed over the top of all this. Yeah, I'm bloody babbling again now, I. So yeah, we've got a tap on the bottom of each one now, so we can flush them all out to waste. So I shouldn't get any more nasty stuff accumulating. I'm just going to whack this into the first one now, give it half hour to dry, and then test for leaks. Cheers guys. Right, there's an air stone in each one of these now for agitating the K1. There we go into that big beastie air pump that I've got via a manifold with taps, so I can direct all the air to one. Give it a good blast, like, you know what I mean. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, that silicon's still wet, so I'll probably have to leave this for a good few hours till I can do a wet test. So right, I should be back later. Right, so while that silicon's drying on the outside, I'm going to chuck the K1 into the first two barrels. So we've got 75 litres for each tub, which I'm guessing might be too much, so I might put 50 litres in each one first and see how we go. But yeah, it's just a cheap K1 from eBay. There's the seller's ID. It's a lot cheaper, and it's going to be just as good, if not better, sorry, because it's got that little recess in the middle thing. So let's get it in. Whew. Right, it's all the media back in. 75 litres in each one of these two, which doesn't look a lot, to be fair, with no water in, but once it's full and floating, I'm sure it's going to look a lot. But yeah, you could fit a lot more in there, but you never know. So right, that's all the media in now. Not far off dry. It's not sticking to my fingers now, so I'll give it half hour and I'll come and give it a test run. Cheers guys. Okay, the pump's on. Looks like the K1's rising on top of the water. I'm gonna have to get the lid on this. I'm lucky I got these decent lids, because obviously this is going to float until it's sort of mature. Well, it'll probably float to the top of the surface anyway, but at least I can keep this lid on to keep it all in. Right, and it's flowing, but is it going to allow enough water through? I'm not fussed, I can turn the pump right down as low as possible anyway. Right, barrel one full. And tank 2 is flowing. Brilliant. Right, now I shall see what sort of speed it runs at. Brilliant. Happy days. Okay, so we're all up and running now. Got a few little leaks, but so we've got all the media in there. Now we've got a drain line on the bottom of each one of these. I've got to sort these few leaks out tomorrow. I need to get some more sealant. I'll get some pond one because this is aquarium, I think. But yeah, that's it. Happy days. I can't wait till this is all under a shed and I've got myself a little sort of filter house thing. I'll be well chuffed with that, I really will. But yeah, right, I'll leave it there for today, people. So as always, thanks for watching and I'll speak to you soon.